Like behind the grind, man.
Hey, dog, hey, listen, it's insane. It is utterly insane, yo. I'm talking about, I don't even know. I honestly don't know that they not had this shit. I don't even know how I be coping sometimes. Like, it's just so much going on at once, and so many people to answer to and be responsible for and all of that. Like, I be going crazy. Like today, like, I legitimately thought I was about to lose my mind because I go to Home Depot to pick up something. You should record this if you're not. I go to Home Depot and pick up these shingles. Order not ready. They don't know if they can get the order. So I'm like, man, that's why I already ordered. I'm ready to roll. So I say, the hell with it. Luckily, I hadn't paid for it, right? So I just went to a roofing center called ABC Supply, roofing center. Call them, pay for it, get there, boom. I'm back here in like 30 minutes. And it ain't cost a little more, but it's like, with this COVID thing, man, in this business, mixing the work that we do as business people with just regular, customers and homeowners and things, and like the areas like the Home Depots, the Lowe's, any places like that, even just going to grocery store, anything, man. Like right now, for me to go run and do something takes so much time. So it's like trying to do that and then be responsible. I got 8 jokers working over here today. I got 2 at another place and 2 at another place. You know what I'm saying? That's 12 people I got working. I need to be available for, because you never know. But then I got you. You know what I'm saying? Got to make sure I'm available for you. Reggie gonna be out in a minute. Got to make sure we got all that going. Got Heather, Alex, and Christina in the office. Man, it's a lot every day. And as hard as I try, I gotta try not to miss a beat. I try as hard as I can to not miss a beat, man. And it's tough. It's tough, man. It's tough. I tell you what, it ain't for the weak. It is not for the weak, man. It is not for the weak, man. So I try to communicate as best I can, especially with our clients and our team too. I'm not saying that the clients are more important than the team, but I try to communicate with everybody as best as I can, because if I don't, boy, we will have a problem. We will have a problem, man. So, but we blessed, dog. We could not have nowhere to go and nothing to do and nobody to work with. But we have all of the above, man. So I'm not complaining. I'm okay with the level of difficulty. Be quite honest with you, because, like I said, we could not have any options. We could be sitting at home. We could be sitting at home, dog. So what else you got? What you got on your mind today, dog?
I was thinking about these couple questions this morning. I wanted to ask you, and I guess this piggybacks off of what you said just now, but what does sacrifice mean to you?
Ooh.
Given everything.
Dog, that's I gotta take a drink of water on that one.
And the reason where that draws from is that sometimes, like in my mind, I'd be like, dang, man, I could be doing this and that, and I'm like, there are moments where I feel what sacrifice is, but then I think about you and Reg, and y'all like the epitome of sacrifice, and so I really just wanted to pick your mind and be like, man, like, what does that even look like? Like, it's one thing to look from the outside looking in, and it's also another thing to like look at Instagram and see like how everything's all glorious and all that good stuff, but what is that like? What does sacrifice mean to you? Like, what does that look like from start of COVID, before COVID, and probably I'm guessing it's probably even more now because of COVID.
Right.
So It's a little bit of everything, I guess.
What is sacrifice?
And it could just be anything. Anything. Don't have to just be work, but I'm sure a lot of it has to do with work.
To me, man, sacrifice looks like evaluating where you want to go and determining what you will allow to be your limit to get there. So, and we could just do it just as simple. Like if I want to walk from here to that stop sign and I set my goal on it, I'm going to that stop sign, nothing is going to stop me. Now, and let's say two people feel the same way. You got me in this car and somebody in another car. I may say nothing is going to stop me and I'm just going to get out the car and walk. And that means even if I get hit by a car because I didn't look first, I'm going to still get there because I'll crawl there. Even if I die as I'm getting there, I would take the ultimate level of sacrifice to get there physically, right? But for me and Reg, we apply it a little differently. Sometimes the physical comes into play when it's like a time thing and it's a no sleep, like just grinding, like that's when your physical comes into play. But really your mental drives you. But if I'm the other person in the other car, I'm gonna say, oh, I'm getting to that stop sign, but I don't care when I get there, as long as I get there. So if it's traffic all day and I gotta sit in that car and never move until I get the right opportunity, the guy in this car might get there first, but the guy in this car got there safer. You know what I'm saying? So he was willing to sacrifice time, being patient, being more thoughtful, being more strategic. Whereas me, it was just brute force. Like I just said, man, I'm going. To hell with traffic. I'm out here, you know? So you got to apply those two principles to everything. But what you really want to do is mix them, because when you mix them, you'll be able to say, okay, I don't want to just open the door and get hit in traffic. I don't want to sacrifice my door to my car just to get to the stop sign. But at the same time, I can't wait till traffic stops. So what can I do? First thing I'll do is look, make sure no car's gonna hit me. I'll get out the car. Then I'll try to see if I can pause the traffic somehow. I can get somebody to stop and let me go. And then I can get there in between. Not as fast as this guy, but not as late as that guy. And I'm willing to sacrifice the time. I'm willing to sacrifice the thought. I'm willing to sacrifice even if it's money. Maybe I need to pay somebody to say, look, let me give you $10 so I can get to this sign. So sacrifice is all about determining your goal and what are you willing to do to get there. And then doing it. And then doing it, man. I mean, it's real. It's so real.
You ever have moments where you just be like, I guess in the middle of the sacrifice, do you feel like, how do I want to phrase this question? I think everybody has moments of like quitting and saying like, man, just fuck this shit. But then there's also that tolerance of like commitment. And it's like, nah, I can't like just, I can't just stop now. So like, I guess like, what drives you to just continue to sacrifice? Because I think everybody has a breaking point, but how do you, I guess, what do you do to not break a beat or skip a beat, if that all makes sense?
I do miss beats though. You know what I'm saying? It ain't even about missing a beat. It's about how do you recover from missing it. You gonna miss a beat, dog. I used to be like that. Like I used to be so calculated and so this and so that. Like if and it hurts me. Like sometimes I'm just so tired, dog. I have to get an extra 15 to 20 minutes of sleep, but I know I'm gonna pay for it. I'm like today. Like I was tired as like I was moving like a zombie this morning, but I knew I had to pay for it. But guess what? I'm gonna pay for it with my day. I'm gonna have to learn how to recover. but I couldn't just jump out there because it was like I wouldn't have been able to execute. I wouldn't have been here at the same time as you, because maybe I would have started early, but I'd have been so tired I'd have had to pull over, give me something to eat, catch a nap or something. You know what I'm saying? Just to be able to be vibrant enough and clear-headed enough to get the things done that need to be done. So we have our breaking points every day. We mean, like, sometimes you got to sit down and actually, you know, eat a lunch. You know what I'm saying? Like, actually sit at a table and eat a lunch, especially now during COVID, with people in the house, people going through stuff. Sometimes you just, like, if you're in the house with your kids all day, you just got to be around some adults. Or like me, I work all day. Like, I have never been so cool with silence ever in my life. Until now, because I have to work so much to sustain because of the times that we in. So we gonna all hit our breaking point. It's all about how we recover. Cause we made the break, dog. We got bones. Like, them Jones break. They break. 29, 12, 1, 3, 4. Bear with me, man. I'm trying to.
Nah, you good, bro?
Bro, you put some heat out last week, cuz. You put some motherfucker fire out last week. 6006 49 12 1034 70 20 720.
In a certain light, when I was done with it, because it took me a little longer to get it done. But I kind of appreciate taking that long, because it was put out when everything was dying down. So everybody was kind of just waiting around, not necessarily doing nothing, but just doing nothing, for lack of a better term. So rather than just putting it out at the height of the protests, I feel like that was probably best to put it out when everything's all settled down. Like, what are you doing? That's just me.
Nah, I mean, that's what you gotta do. That's what you gotta do. I mean, it was some heat. I was like, dog. And then you did exactly what I was talking about with it, as the words type out as I talk. That shit was fire, Joe. I'm talking about fire.
You know what I want to do with the words? I want to make, so my plan is to make a 1 minute version of that. So like, why E saying like, why you waiting, just going in and all that and doing all that shit?
Right.
It'd be like little snippets of like stuff that we do. Like, okay, while you wait, are you educating yourself? And be like clips of the meetup. Or like, while you wait, are you doing X, Y, and Z? And just be like clips of this shit and stuff like that. So.
And you gotta throw in, you know what I'm saying, clips of you recording him talking to us and stuff like that outside the hotel. Yeah. 6006 4912.
Man, that dude was real. I never thought I'd be ET in person.
3725.
It just never crossed my mind.
Dog, it's amazing. It's amazing what happens when you just go out there and do it, dog. When you just go out there and do it, man, and that's just what I did, man. That's just what I did. 6304, is that what I left out? 1034.